Video presentation.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I'm a survivor. Keep on surviving.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Shazwan. I am from DBS 4A. My ID number is MDB2011006.
Hi, my name is Wal Muhammad Akmal Biwan Osman. My ID number is 2011010.
My name is Ninor Nadia Nadira binti Nile. My ID number is MDB2011017.
My name is Nuna Jasmine binti Azhar. My ID number is MDB2011020.
A teacher, also known as an educator, is someone who helps students to gain knowledge, skill, or virtues. They have taught us as if we were their own child, so they are like our second parents. In reality, the job of a teacher is a difficult job. Therefore, we as a student must appreciate them. The teachers has ton of work to do, no matter during school year or on holiday. One of the tasks that the teacher must perform is the teacher are responsible to preparing lesson material for the class. Not only that, they have to grade the student paper every time after an examination. After the examination, they have to evaluate and give feedback to the students by encourage them to study smart, share with them some study tips, and many more. A teacher also have to manage the classroom and make sure it is neat and tidy in order to ensure that all the students are learning in a safe and conducive environment. The duties of a teacher is to create, record, and keep track on the student attendance to figure out which students were absent and the reason for it. Additionally, a teacher must be able to develop co-curriculum in order to meet the developed goal of student, such as organizing activity and event. Teacher must evaluate and prize their student progress and accomplishment towards academic achievement and a regular basis. They must provide progress report as an evidence to prove that students are progressing in their studies.
Model of personality trait that we choose is extroversion, which extrovert. The meaning of extrovert are sociable, gregarious, and assertive individual. Feeling happy, showed passion and empathy for the student, attitude and behavior. As a teacher, extroversion is one of the model personality so that the teacher will be easy to teach the student and using the proper language. For example, we as a student prefer to study with a teacher who is easy to get along with so that we do not feel awkward.
Teacher emotionally stability can be referred to their feeling, where we can understand how they are feeling and also how they are able to regulate their furious emotion. Even when they are in a bad mood, thought it might be a bit difficult for the teacher to completely control their emotion during distress situation. We can see that the teacher did their best to control their emotion or mood in order for them to avoid any negative feelings that might indirectly affect the students. Other than that, attitude and behavior also play great part in emotional stability. For example, in a situation where the teacher is in displeased mood, they will need to be able to control their voice when speaking as well as control their tone of voice when they are teaching. This is so the teacher emotion will not distract the main focus from their responsibility and also to not disrupt the student from any negative surrounding.
First is locus of control. Locus of control measure a teacher or employee ideas about the reason of student success or failure by asking them to allocate responsibility for the success or failure provided in a series of scenarios. For example, teacher will give student an exam to find out whether the student really understand the subject or not. Then, teacher asks a few questions to student during the learning so that the teacher will know how well the student understand on the topic they learn. In addition, the teacher asks student to be present in front of the class to explain what has been taught so that student can explain the extent of their understanding of the topic or learning from the teacher. So basically, the locus of control is essentially a measure of how much teacher believe they have control over their classroom and their student. The easier way for teacher to see whether her student can really understand the content that has been taught by the teacher.
Proactive personality. Teacher proactive personality is similar to teacher work in that it assists students in ensuring that they are understand what they are learning. Usually teachers spend spare time to assist the student. For example, a teacher might spend her free time to assist a student who is in need despite being outside of the classroom. This personality type can greatly assist students in gaining a better comprehension of the subject they are studying. Students gain additional knowledge or information about the issue at the same time.
Next is self-esteem. Self-esteem is our opinion of ourselves and how we feel about our abilities. When we have high self-esteem, we feel good about ourselves and see ourselves as deserving the respect of others. So, as a teacher, we will encourage students to explore the positive aspect of themselves. Like, students set their goal for themselves. In this way, students have objectives so they can achieve the goals that they want to achieve. Students should be taught so learn from their mistake. The proof is they will realize that mistake will make students better and not repeat those mistakes. Then, as a
The employees, whom we refer to as a teacher, is a member of the boomer generation. People in their early 40 to middle 60 are known as cohort boomers. When people are in their 40 to 60, we can say that they have achieved success. The teacher that we refer have an experience work for 20 years. As a result, she is already familiar with the task and work ideal that must be complete while teaching students at their workplace or school. Teachers, on other hand, are committed to their profession. Teachers are committed to the job she is working on. This is attributed to the reason that she does not change job. As a result for her commitment as a teacher, her student will have a strong sense of loyalty, desire to study, and this is the basis of any strong connection.
Hofstede value dimension divide into 5, but we choose 2. First, choose higher power distance because more willing to accept that without question. This culture tend to value traditional, community, and strict and social rules about where a person fit into society. For example, must call teacher with respectful titles such as teacher. Other than that, we choose for Hofstede is low uncertain avoidance. A teacher must have good attitude towards her student. The student should also try something fresh in her lesson. For example, when COVID-19, teachers adopt a new normal for online education.
Attribution theory deals with how the social perceiver use information to arrive at causal explanation for events. It examines what information is gathered and how it is combined to form a causal judgment. Distinctiveness shows different behavior of an individual in different situations. Teacher has a low distinctiveness in her way of teaching her student. Her personality is upbeat and talkative. Student will ask her questions while she is in class, and she will cheerfully answer them. She is cheery when she is not in class, since we will be communicating and sharing story.
Consensus is when an individual response is the same as other to same situation. Mostly, teachers have high consensus because they have the same attitude if their students do not complete their homework in time. Furthermore, teachers would become upset and punish students who cause problems in the classroom, such as fighting with others and making teachers uncomfortable while teaching. This is because students must have positive attitude and ethical behavior in order for teachers to feel more comfortable and happy teaching them. Moreover, the teacher will be proud of the attitude shown by their students, thus resulting in getting good result in examination.
Consistency is when an individual responds in the same way over time. The fact that she always arrives to school on time. The teacher has a high level of consistency. A teacher working hours are from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day. This had been her everyday ritual for a long time. The teacher must prepare and plan for their lesson every day. This is due to the fact that she will know exactly what to teach her student. Thus, every student has the opportunity to answer appropriately by following the regular structure. For instance, during COVID-19 pandemic, the student could not attend school as they would get infected. Therefore, the teacher will hold an online class to make sure that her student will not be left out in their studies.
That's all from us. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.